Hey guys, so I really just wanted to do a really quick video with a post-holidays, 2019, beginning of 2019 update. And if you hear a bunch of noise going on, it's because, let's see if I can find her, Miss River, there she is causing trouble. What are you doing? That's a wash bucket, there's shampoo in there. I don't even know what she's doing, but she might come join us in a second. We'll see. So I want to do a really quick update. River, honey. She's literally crushing shampoo bottles. So I want to do a really quick update, I don't know, not a whole lot to share. Well, I mean, there is actually a bunch. And I also wanted to show you some of the books that I got for Christmas. Whenever a holiday comes around, like my birthday or Christmas, which are actually really close together, like 8 days apart, or maybe it's like 10, I can't remember. I just make a huge list of books that I want, and that's what I usually get for my birthday and Christmas. Real quick. River, what are you doing? So I kind of went MIA a little bit on social media and also like YouTube, which I guess is part of social media, but because I was so sick, I was super sick over Christmas. Like I don't remember Christmas Day much. I was in the ER, just the emergency room. Had a really terrible stomach bug, like to the point where I felt like I was in labor again, and I've had 3 and I did it naturally. So I know what that feels like. And I was like on the floor of my parents' house, like crying. So I ended up going to the ER. They couldn't find anything. They did an MRI, they did everything. And it just turns out it was a really bad virus. Finally recovered from that. I was like in bed for like 4 or 5 days. I couldn't even get out of bed. Like I was in like serious amounts of pain. And lots of medication, and medication I'm very sensitive to, so a lot of times it makes me really loopy and I can't think straight. I couldn't even read books. I could barely track a TV screen to watch movies. With the horses, Pumpkin had a sinus infection, some sort of cold type thing that she's still recovering from, but doing much better. I had some other stuff go on with the horses. We had terrible weather here. I mean, just mud like we never deal with, and rain and cold, and so all the horses were inside, of course, while I'm super sick. So there was many times I was out here when I should have been on my deathbed, but was out here taking care of the horses, which, that's how horse people are. We could be dying and we're still out here mucking stalls. My kids were out of school, so I wasn't able to, anyway. Long story short, I was super busy, distracted, and not able to keep up with my usual. I'm back now, and we're back better than ever before. 2019 is going to start off fantastic. It is starting off fantastic. And we have lots of training we're going to be doing. I have lots of video ideas to share on YouTube and Instagram and blog ideas. And there's other exciting stuff coming. I can't promise anything. It's like watching, there she's leaving. Okay, you can stop watching the entertainment. Okay, so really quick, I want to go through some of the things I got for Christmas. Now, I haven't read these books, so this is not a review. This is just a, hey, look what I got, a haul, I guess that's what you call it. How Emotions Are Made, and it's by Lisa Feldman Barrett, PhD. So I'm really excited about this book. It's very thick, and no pictures, although half the book is the bibliography. So from here back is all the references to research and other people's material and content. So it's not all that big. Leading with the charge is psychologist and neuroscientist Lisa Feldman Barrett, whose research overturns the long-standing belief that emotions are automatic, universal, and hardwired in different brain regions. Instead, Barrett shows we construct each instance of emotion through a unique interplay of the brain, body, and culture. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm very excited about this book. It was recommended to me, and you guys all know that I'm very interested in emotions as it applies to all species. So horses, they experience emotion too. They have quite a bit of emotion, actually. Then I got Reaching the Animal Mind by Karen Pryor. I've read a lot of Karen Pryor's work. I Don't Shoot the Dog when it came out, all of that, I don't know about when it came out, but earlier on. And I have looked through, I've read through some of this book from friends, but I have not owned my own copy. I don't know why I just said it like that. Owned my own copy. So I'm very excited to have this book in my library. Reaching the Animal Mind is clicker training and what it teaches us about all animals, with bonus material. A celebrated pioneer in the field of no punishment animal training, Karen Pryor is responsible for developing clicker training, an all positive, safe, effective way to modify and shape animal behavior. She has changed the lives of millions of animals, practical, engrossing, and full of fascinating stories about Pryor's interactions with animals of all sorts. Reaching the Animal Mind presents the sum total of her life's work. She explains the science behind clicker training, how and why it works, and offers step-by-step instructions on how you can clicker train any animal in your life. I'm very excited about this next book, How to Train a Fill in the Blank, by Dr. Patricia Barlow Eric, PhD. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. From aardvarks to zebras, applied behavior science has a rational prescription for creating behavior change. With years of experience taming wild horses, author Dr. Barlow, I'm going to skip the last name, distills the principles of applied behavior analysis to the problem of taming and training any species of animal. This book connects the behaviorist, the companion animal trainer, the exotic animal trainer, and the horse trainer through the application of a common language based in scientific principles. So I thought this book was going to actually be a lot thicker. The content is very... it's not overwhelming to look at. There's a lot of words, there's no pictures, but it's very easy on the eyes, and it looks like it could be it looks like there's a lot of information to absorb, so you may not want to just like rush right through it. You may want to take your time and absorb each chapter and section of the book, but you know how some books are when you pick them up, you're just like, my brain already hurts. This one does not look like that, and I'm very excited. I've actually had this on my to-get list for probably a year now. I'm very excited. So this is a lot of books. I've still got 3 more. So I've already been reading this book, and you guys have probably seen lots and lots of quotes from this book on my Instagram and other social media. Language signs and calming signals of horses, the recognition and application. And I'm not going to pronounce her name either because it would be an insult, because I can't pronounce it, but I will put it in the caption for you guys, and links to all these books on there too. And I actually got this book before Christmas because I was reading through it and going through it with my students, and I'm obsessed. I really think every horse owner on the planet, every person, you don't even have to own a horse. Just being around horses, if you ever interact with them, if you're a trainer, if you work at a therapy place, if you rescue, if you just foster, I don't care. If you're around a horse, you need to read this book. Everybody I've given it to or told to read it, they're just like mind blown. So much mind blown. Really easy to read, really practical information, really easy to use information, how it doesn't matter if you train with positive reinforcement or not, you can train with any type of training you want. And this book is a need buy for you and a need read. This book is another one that I actually got well before Christmas. I think it came out in November. That actually was first published in November. And I got part of the way through it and lost it. Lost the book completely. I found it 2 days ago. It's thick and big and has tons of great information. Here's the front. Equine Empowerment, a guide to positive reinforcement training. Empower your horse to participate in their health care, love riding, travel with confidence, be curious and playful. Now, I love this author outside of just her book. What I've read so far I've enjoyed, but she is on Facebook a lot. She has blog articles. She is an excellent educator, and I love her work. Oh, so I lost it. I found it 2 days ago under my son's bed, drawn all over and like destroyed. Look at this book. This is so, I'm sobbing right now inside. Like there's like sketch marks in it. And Teaching Horses with Positive Reinforcement is the last book. I actually just got this a couple days ago for my birthday. Shout out to my mother-in-law for getting this for me. Very excited about it, by Catherine Bartlett. A Guide to Achieving Success with Clicker Training. Horses learn better when they are reinforced for their efforts. They learn even better when there is clear communication that tells them when they have gotten the answer right. The use of the clicker or other marker signal is in combination with positive reinforcement provides both clarity and motivation for learning. This book, I was really surprised. I thought it would have a lot of pictures, but it has 0 pictures. This is one of those books where I'm just like, brain is already hurting. Good news is I know a lot of this information. I'm sure the reason I got it is because I'm always wanting to pick up more information. But when there's no pictures and it's like this thick and it's huge, I'm just like, okay. But since I know a lot of the information, it won't be as heavy on the brain. So anyway, so I'm really excited to start diving into all of these books. I have so many more books about positive reinforcement and horse training and all that in my library, and maybe I'll do a video if you guys are interested, kind of going through those books and what I recommend about them and what I don't, which ones I recommend you getting. Although I do have a resources page on my website that has all of that listed, and it's about to be updated actually. It may be updated before this video goes up, but it's about to be updated with brand new books listed on there. So if you haven't seen it recently, go back and check it. Also, more exciting news, very soon an FAQ page is going up on my website, or it may already be out by the time I post this. And it's a giant collection. I think there's like 50 some odd questions, the questions I get all the time, every day from everybody. And it's sometimes real brief answers to your questions, or things like, do I always have to use food? And so I'll answer that question. You just type it in. You can search even for it. There's a search bar, and it will give you a brief answer and then direct you towards more information on the subject so you can do further self-education on that. Hopefully this is really helpful for you guys. I've put a lot of effort into it, and yeah, so that's my update. It's a really long update. I did not plan for it to be this long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will check in with you guys in the near future and keep a lookout for videos.